Today we get this subframe mounted. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're middle of the week. I'm quite lucky I've been able to get the day off work, so I'm super stoked to be here. Today we're going to crack on getting this rear subframe actually mounted, and we're going to actually make the brackets for holding the rear mounts on, and we're going to strap it from front to back with a nice bit of steel and get it all secure so I can go and pick up my wheels tomorrow, which I'm super stoked for. We've got a set of 16-inch wheels which look quite sick on this. The coilovers are here at the workshop, so now I'm just waiting on the top arms and we can get fully finished on the suspension side and we can move on to that engine. So let's get cracking. We're going to cut a bit more out of the floor first. It's in my way at the minute, and then we'll get to making some steel brackets. So let's get cracking. So, as you just saw, cut a bit more out of the car. It's getting less and less. Yeah, it'll get there. It'll be replated, so it'll be fine. And what you also saw me do was clean up the wear and welding beam too. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cut a beam for the rear. I'll measure the front one, I'll cut the front one at the same time whilst I'm cutting. And what we'll do is we'll tack the rear one in, clean the front one up like we did with the rear, and then we'll tack the front one in as well. And then I've got something that I can build off, which will basically be putting the two beams across, getting them in the right place to hold the rear bush brackets, which I've got to make. So we'll get cutting now. So that's all that front face cleaned up. I'm not too sure if the camera got it. I think it actually turned itself off before I finished doing it. So I'm hoping it's got it, but we'll see. So that's that front edge cleaned up. What we'll do now is we'll bring that beam in. I made it long because the inside of the car sits on it's got like a chamfered edge on it. So I made it long. So what we'll do is we'll bring it in, bring the linishing disc in, and we'll linish it down to size so it's a nice tight fit. Get it level with the rear one, and then basically we'll tack it in, and then we'll work on these rear bush mounts. So, cracking. So, front and rear in. Yeah, I'm happy with that. The front one's level, the rear one's level, so we should have no problems there. I think the level of the workshop doesn't help because I think the workshop's on there sitting on a bit of an angle, which is causing the car to. So we'll ignore that. We'll take it off measurements because I know they'll be square. What we're going to do now is going to make some brackets up. We're going to move the other bench into place because it's a lot higher. It's a better welding bench to work from. We'll basically make these brackets up, get some templates made. We'll throw them on here, main the weld, tap the main struts on, make sure everything's at the right height and level. Got to give myself 10mm space. So I've got to use washers to make sure it's 10mm space, just to give us a bit more of adjustment on it instead of it just being fixed. If it's too low or too high, we've got 10mm to play with, and obviously if it needs to go low, we can just space it out with some plates. So we'll get cracking with that. So, it's a new bench in place. It's quite a nice height actually, so thank you very much from stepdad. Hopefully you'll come and help me finish this monster of a thing off, and I've got something special planned once we finish this, hopefully. So, right, what we're going to do is we're going to make some cardboard templates of basically the hump in the middle of the bracket, and we'll get making some of them. So I'll be back with you in a second. So other side of the shop, template made. It's rough, but it'll do for what we need. So basically we're going to go back to the car now. I'm going to get 2 pieces of box section. I think I'm probably going to use the thicker stuff, it gives me a bit more meat and that. So basically going to draw that onto him, cut this out first, draw that onto him, cut it out, cut them down to size, drill 2 holes and then weld some nuts on the inside so we can just bolt it in and then basically build the main arms off it. So let's get cracking. Right, so there you go. It's one rudimentary thing. So what we'll do is we'll actually drop the marks that I've marked. I know roughly where they are now. So we'll drop them in the centre and then we'll tack a nut the other side. We'll trim it down because it's a bit big at the minute. I just want it to sit on top of the bracket. I don't want to overhang either side. I'll cap the one end that's not connected to a beam. The other side will be connected to a beam. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to throw it back in the vise, and what I'm doing now is I'm going to throw it back in the vise, centre punch these holes, we'll drill them out. I think it's like to a M10 or something it is I've got. Basically, as long as it goes through that hole and this hole, I'm going to put a bolt on the a nut on the inside of this, weld it in, we'll tack it in for now, there's no point welding it in. So, that's one made. Let's crack on with the other. It's actually quite a nice fit. Well, it won't need anything on the top. There's a nice surface to weld to. That end's nice and sticking over, so I can cut that to wherever I need it to. This side gives me a bit more room, I can chamfer it in. But apart from that, that's looking quite nice. So I'll take it off. Obviously we'll weld in them nuts, clean up the inside, and we'll cut it down because it's a bit long and the mount doesn't actually sit straight. So what we'll do now is we'll take it off and we'll cut it up so we can get the right measurements, and we'll just repeat it and do it on another piece. So I'll be right back. So, 2 brackets made. We're going to bolt them up to the car now. They're only tacked in, and I'm going to, where obviously I've cut the little wedge out, I'm going to put a piece of plate on it. I've left that little bit of wiggle room on it to allow for that little bit of 2mm plate, just to make it a bit tight and watertight. And we'll also cap the end, and once it's in and I've got it all assembled, we'll have to cap. There'll be a little bit on the inside because it's thicker than what we're using. So we're going to attach these to the car now, get them both bolted on, and then basically we'll work out what we need to chamfer on the crosses and how much we need to cut off them, off the main arms, and then we'll tack everything in, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I've got everything right, because that doesn't happen very often, and it actually sits level and true. And obviously before we tack it up, we've got to make sure we're at the right height, which is 380. So what we're going to do is we are going to throw them on now, them plates we just made, them brackets. make sure they sit right, get the car at the right height so I can put the main bars across, make sure they fit. Take them back off again, make the plates for the end and the inside. The other one can be done whilst it's on the car, obviously the inside one can't. And then basically we'll move from there. Coilovers have come. They're not in bad nick actually, they're in pretty good nick. I'm going to paint the springs green. So I don't know if I have to get them powder coated or I can just paint them green normally. I don't know. If anyone knows, drop it in the comments, I'm unsure. And we're going to paint the actual Strat itself black like it should be. They're in pretty good nick, all 4 of them, so I don't need to worry about that. Top arm should be here sometime this week, next week. So hopefully next weekend, hopefully, we'll be putting coilovers on this Metro. So it's going to be a mad little car. And then we can start chopping the roof off. So let's get back into making our brackets and I'll be right back with you. So, there you have it, 2 brackets nicely made. They'll fit quite lovely actually. I'm going to allow them to cool down because they're a bit warm at the minute. I know what I've got to do inside, so what we're going to do is we're going to stay here. I've got to cut another piece, basically because the one piece is a little bit too short and it won't quite fit. So we're going to cut another piece exactly the same as the one that's already in there. We're going to sort of round the inside so it snugs up quite well. It doesn't need to be all the way, it just needs at the bottom. And on the top we won't bother, we've got 3 nice spaces to weld round. So whilst they're cooling down, we'll crack on with that.
Shut up and sit down.
So, as you just seen, the main rails are in. I'm more likely going to put some like bracing across it, so on the diagonal to make a thing. My stepdad something about said triangles are stronger than squares, or something about the angles or something. So we'll do that. We'll also do it on the subframe as well. We've got to move where they are now because it currently interfere with a hole, but they were just there to strengthen it or something. And I throw a couple more tacks on it, but I'm going to call it at that for a day. I wasn't meant to be here, but I'm here, so well, we'll deal with it. It's a nice short video for you lot. A huge shout out to everyone that's helped me. A massive shout out to everyone that's helped me, everyone that's helped me move stuff, giving me advice and things like that. A huge shout out to my stepdad. He's been a pillar of wisdom and knowledge on getting this subframe in place and getting it to the point where I've been able to finish it off with the skills I've got. So a huge shout out to him. Thank you very much. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the videos. I'm enjoying doing them. I'm enjoying editing it, getting it out to you lot, and a huge shout out to everyone that's actually subscribed and supported me. Thank you very much. So, if you like the videos, please smash that like button, drop a comment, I'll answer any comments that are dropped, I'm more than happy to, and feel free to subscribe. So thank you very much, and I'll catch you next time.